Hey there, banjo buddies. Mark here coming at you with a little mini lesson on the 5-string. Today we are going to do a little piece in double C tuning. And actually, we're not even going to do a piece. We're just going to talk a little bit about chords. Sometimes it's helpful to know, especially your 1 and your 4 and your 5, and sometimes it's helpful to know where those positions are up the neck. It can help you find some of the melody notes. It can also help you just play along when you don't know the melody. If you can watch a guitar player from the other side of a jam and follow along with their chords. So a lot of us in this tuning, we play this 1 position. In this tuning, that would be our C chord. That's with just the 1st string on the 2nd fret. And our tuning, for those of you who aren't familiar with the double C, it's going to be a G, C, G, C, D. So we have our 1 position. We have our 4 position, our 4 chord. That's an F chord. Call that the 4 position. It's the 4th chord in the C scale. C, D, E, F, 4. So we have our F chord. This is the ring finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd string. 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And then we have our 5 chords, C, D, E, F, G. Our G chord in open position is here. This is the 2nd fret of both the 2nd and 4th strings. I have my middle finger on the 2nd string and my index finger on the 4th string. Try to make sure you get all the strings to ring out. Our next position for our C chord looks like this. But you can do this in different ways. You can break this down. Since we have a lot of open notes that are part of this chord, you can leave the top string up. This would, for those of you who want to do the full chord, we have index and middle on the 4th and 2nd strings, 4th fret, and then ring and pinky on the 3rd and 1st strings, 5th fret. But we can break that chord down and do just a simple, like a D7 shape on a guitar. Or even break that down and do this chord right there, and you'll find a lot of there's a lot of melody notes that fall right in those two places right there. For our 4 chord, our F chord, our next position is going to be here. And this is like this chord, like this 1st position C chord with a bar 5 frets up. Now we can get our 5 chord, our G chord, by doing like our F shape, our F chord shape, 1 fret up. So that looks like this. Or you could get the 4 chord and do your 5 here. Now we get back to that F shape, and we're at our 3rd position, 1st chord. This is a bar on the 7th fret with the F chord shape, or the 4 chord shape. Okay, now we have here's our this position, the 2nd C position, up here on frets 9 and 10. That makes our F chord. 5 chord. Back here, we're an octave higher now. So we have our C chords, open, 1st position, 2nd position, back to home. We have our 4 chord, our F chord, next position. Next position. Oops. Sorry, this one to this one, and then back to our home. We have our 5 chord. One position, or open. Second position. Third position. Next position, and we're back to sort of that home place, an octave higher. So hopefully you can enjoy those chords and find some new ways to find some new melodies in there, or some new ways to accompany some old tunes.